And we're live, and it's EuroScrum and Pair Hookup, and Sam and Yara and David are in the house. Let us get a screen share up. Sam pretty here as well. Go for the old infinite regress. Let's jump over to Firefox, and we get Agile Ventures up in there. All right, yes. David, how are things with you?
All right, no update since the last Scrum, but after this meeting, I'm hoping that I'll kick off a local support hangout and we can look at the volunteer opportunities things.
Great, yes. Thanks so much for the final bits and pieces for local support volunteer opportunities. Yeah, what is it? The feature flags, which are now out on Develop. So the Develop website is up. I sort of paired with a Makers student on Friday, just in terms of reviewing that pull request and working through it. So that's hopefully signs of good things to come in that regard. Anything blocking you at all, David?
No blocks. All fine. Yeah, thanks for merging it. Is there a video of that?
There is actually. Yes. Let me just. I can just grab that for you. Later. Yeah. In the meantime, should we go on to Yarrow?
How are things with you? Slack later, or I'll find it on YouTube. Bye.
I'm doing great. Everything's good.
Yeah.
I've been working on a couple of features over the weekend. I've done some pull requests. Basically, that to be reviewed, and that's it. And I'm ready to carry on.
Right, excellent. Sorry, that video has started there in the background. So that's the video that I posted the link for the. This was the review of that thing. Great. So nothing blocking you at the moment, then, Yarrow?
No, not at all.
Excellent, excellent. And are you available for pairing now?
Yes, I will be. One thing I want to show you about the documents management thing, Lo-Fi. I'll be able to show that in a few minutes, and that's about it.
Okay, look forward to seeing that then. Yep. Looks like Pete is here as well. Hey, Pete. How's it going?
Hey guys. Everything's good. Been working, so not been around much.
Sure.
But I was looking at the blog on Cordelia on Friday, hoping to work with Dave on that, get some sort of authentication going for administrators to log in and post blog posts.
Good show, good show. So nothing blocking you in particular?
Nope, nothing in particular.
And so yeah, so you're hoping to pair on. Well, I guess, are you available now, or you'll be available later on for pairing?
I'll be available later on after 1500 UTC.
Okay, good show. I'm in a meeting. Sorry. And Sam, Pretty, how are things with you?
Not much over the weekend. I have been submitting a few pull requests to website 1. On some, basically not many features, but just some backend refactoring. Yeah, and they are just waiting for some review, and there are a couple more that I have to submit. So I'll just work on that, and then I want to have a discussion with Piero on some of his other pull requests as well after this.
Okay.
So we might be able to continue on that in this hangout.
Great stuff. Yes, I was going to say, obviously the process of getting feedback on pull requests can be, challenging to wait for. I would say do potentially, post in general or post in other places. Like I know that we've got the GitHub integration that mentions the pull request has come through, but people may not be, I think if you're hoping to get your pull requests reviewed by a number of people, then start posting in general with saying a few extra bits and pieces about, hey everybody, why not check out my pull request on blah blah blah, could really do with the review, or even thinking about individual people who you'd like to get reviews from and saying their name and using their name in like so for example here, if I'm just talking to Aditya and he's asking about this thing here, I think everybody knows that people will get email notifications if you actually mentioned like this in the different channels. So yeah, does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah. Good
show. All right. So I think that's nothing blocking you then, Sam Pretty. We just go on to me. Yeah. So I kind of actually managed to step away from the computer over the weekend. I was pleased to say pair with the one Maker student on local support on Friday. Yeah. Although over the weekend I've had kind of like a brainstorm on an idea for a sort of this pairing robot thing, and I have this idea of really wondering about whether I can create sort of a kind of a ping-pong pairing robot actually in Code Academy. So I've started on this RSpec ping-pong thing in Code Academy. It's something I'm quite excited about as an idea. Also continue to have an ongoing discussion with John Engelbert on my blog here, which is of course actually all in Discus, and you know, makes me think that Yarrow's point about having Discus available in the articles is actually, you know, I mean, I love to talk to people in real time. Of course, sometimes you just can't manage it. But yeah, so for me, it's a day of pairing with makers. Everybody's working on Sinatra. They're now in week 6. So we've got a lot of Sinatra, so database questions and so on, and it's Rails next week. So fingers crossed for more and more makers students involvement in Agile Ventures. The MOOC I haven't really looked at. Tomorrow I'll be all over that. Hopefully things are basically under control. Yeah, I think that's it. Any other issues we need to bring up as a group? If not, then we can get this Scrum finished extra double quick and get on with the fun pairing stuff.
Sam, could we just have a look at the locally?
Sure, yeah. Have you got them to hand on your screen chat, or a link to them?
I'll do the group chat thing. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, which are you using the presentation application or the drawing application on Google Docs to do localize?
Drawing application is what I usually use. Not right. That's necessarily the. Okay, but so this looks, yeah. So this one looks like the one that I saw.
Scroll down. Okay, I had a conversation with Brian about the documents management thing, moving the documents about, and he got a great idea. What I think he suggests, instead of just moving the documents around or deleting them, why not add a way of hiding a document? So we just press a button, we hide it from navigation, or we hide it completely, but we don't delete it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that sounds like sweeping things under. The danger with that is it's about sweeping things under the carpet. The whole point of the Agile Ventures and the the documents is that they should be visible. And so rather than just hiding them, we should be sort of trying to encourage people to actually clean up and move them around. But I mean, the problem, what I imagine then, is that there's a lot of documents there that might have been referred to that are then hidden. I don't know. Superficially, it doesn't seem like such a good idea to me. Although this, I guess, right. So the idea would have to have show hidden documents on every page.
No, show hidden documents. Yeah, show hidden documents would be on every page, but when you press it, you will see all the hidden documents everywhere in navigation.
Yeah. Is the idea that somehow this would be simpler to implement than moving?
Yeah, a lot. To implement hiding a document is really simple, and while deleting it, there are all sorts of issues like renaming stuff, changing the slugs, and.
Yeah. I don't think we want to, but yeah, okay. I mean, I don't see why moving the document is necessarily so hard. I mean, I guess the interface in terms of like, popping up something to select where you want to move it to is.
Alright, the interface is fine. I mean, the interface is not a problem.
Yeah.
What do you do with the children of the document?
Well, we can do any really. I mean, we could do really any, and this is just a loci for you to to decide what you feel better about.
Yeah. I mean, have you used Google Sites in terms of and tried the interface that for moving documents around?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a reasonably good model for the process of moving documents around. I mean, I guess the question about having the hiding thing. I mean, is it basically that you like? It seems to me, even. I mean, the key high-level goal here is that you want to, like Yarrow, you want to be clearing up stuff in here. But so, for example, this documentation that you've got here, is that like what? It seems odd to me that website 1 has a sub thing that says documentation. Isn't all of this stuff here? Isn't all this stuff under website? That's all documentation.
Yeah, exactly, and that was a mistake. So we need to fix that.
Right, but so isn't the solution like for example on Local Support, I've got like lo-fi diagrams here. Why not relabel this document here to be lo-fi diagrams, and just make that document the lo-fi diagrams, for example.
But then I would need to move the non-lo-fi diagrams from there, out of there, like the mission statement.
Right, but why not make a mission statement as a separate high-level document and just? I mean,
yeah, exactly. But then I would need to delete it from here, or to move it from here.
No, well, you don't necessarily, because you can go into mission statement and if this is now going to be a sub-document of lo-fi, within documentation here, if this is lo-fi diagrams, then each of these is a lo-fi diagram. So instead of deleting this, you can give it the name lo-fi 6 or 7 and just use it as a, replace its contents with the lo-fi diagram. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That would be a hack, I guess. But
I mean, that seems that would be a lot simpler than, like, if the key short-term objective is cleaning up the documentation, why not actually go through that process? The fact that there is a document here that's got the wrong name, you can change this. Like, you know what I'm saying, right? This could become lo-fi thing, and so on, and then that can be done without the need for
for a feature.
Adding. I mean, the thing in particular, what concerns me. I mean, I know I seem like a bit of a curmudgeon in terms of adding these things, but the problem that we had the other day, where the free GOP site goes down and all of our project pages break, is that every time we add a new feature to the system, we increase its complexity, and the chances of getting some sort of weird interaction that we don't understand and can't cope with increases. So, I think there should be an emphasis on, doing the absolute best we can with the existing systems, and only adding features as absolutely necessary, and possibly removing. I mean, that's what a bit like I feel in general about the Agile Venture. Although Agile Ventures, the website one, is great, I think my suggestions in general to avoid feature explosion have gone relatively unheeded in people's excitement to add lots of interesting features, which is lovely, and it's great that we've got all this stuff to experiment with. But the problem is, I think that failure with free GOP is exactly the kind of thing that I was worried about happening. Do you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So so why don't you?
Well, I will manage to clean it up. I mean, no problem at all. We'll manage to clean it up. But
manage to what? Sorry.
No, I will manage to clean it up. No problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Take a pass through clearing up and see for yourself what is the thing that you actually really find is the most burdensome part of it. That's the question, is to go through the process of actually doing the clear up and then find what it is that. I mean, it's a similar thing with us having run the scrums day in day out, and seeing which are the things that take up the most time, and then adding the smallest change to that will cope with reducing the effort by the maximum amount.
Okay, but I mean, I will put this feature away for a while. But anyway, just to finish. You still prefer the moving functionality rather than hiding, right?
I think at least that the hiding raises a lot of questions to me. That I mean, it may, and my mind is open. I mean, no, maybe hiding is definitely the way to go. But at least for me, in terms of me managing and organising the local support thing, I can't imagine why I would want to have hiding. It seems like it will encourage people to just sort of sweep things under the carpet, and I worry about visibility of these things. I think we should kind of put pressure on the projects to maintain an entirely open documentation flow, and people should come in and be encouraged to try and clear it up rather than hiding messy bits under that, which might have important documentation that then other people will miss because they're hidden. Do you know what I mean? That's my concern. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, let's spend some more time and come back, and maybe in a month you can convince me that the hiding thing is actually really useful.
All right. Okay.
All right. Great stuff.
Guys, could I just ask, is anybody actually working on GitHub commits story?
What is it?
The GitHub commits. Is anybody working on that?
I am working on that. It's on a branch on my side.
Okay.
I've been spiking it up.
I'm going to have to go. Thanks. I'll see you at the Atlantic Scrum or thereabouts. Have fun pairing, and speak to you soon.
Okay, thanks, Sam.
All right. Bye for now.